this week we are pulling this apart. So we've got to take the front cover off. I think that's the first step. Oil pump, maybe. Well, front cover's got to come off, and then potentially timing stuff's not 100%. But yeah, I was hoping to just take out the bottom end, but I think it's just going to be more problems than it's worth trying to do it like that. So we're going to disassemble the whole engine. We'll start off by removing these engine mounts. I might even actually end up painting these for a change. Just a bit of weld-through primer on them. Not that I'm ever going to need to weld them again, but just to stop the rust from growing on them, because they're getting a little bit of surface rust, and I don't want that to turn into deep rust, basically. So yeah, let's crack on with it, basically. Yay! Right, engine mounts off. Cracking job. Should we spin her over? Let's spin her over. Work the right way up. Right, it's that. You bastard. There we go. Jesus. Oh. Right. Well, that's put me back out nicely. I'm going to need to remove a load of stuff just to gain access, so let's do that. There is silvery shit in this. Everything needs to be fully bloody cleaned. This isn't ideal. I mean, these have got to come off anyway. Ugh. Right. So I've got to clean my fucking cams. Clean the head. Well, the head and the main crankcase can go in for a hot wash. I can put pulleys and things like that in for the ultrasonic. Yeah. It's not great. So the reason it's not great is this stuff here should not be that sort of colour. But that is oil with bits of metal in, which has come from the bearings. So I'm just hoping it hasn't ground anything down here. Right, these have got to come off, but to do that, if the whole thing's going in for a wash, everything has to be stripped again. Okay. We're washing it. Jeebus. Use the soft glow. Right, what are we like in here? So there is some oil in here, as you'd expect. We got some oil down here, and again it's like a greyish sort of colour. So we clean all of this lot up. I need a pile of bits that's going over to the engine place. We'll put those down the side of the car, I think. There. Right. Oh, that's all covered in shite as well. Okay. Right. What we have here is this chain tensioner. And it's a pain in the ass, because that is now at pressure and you have to like push this up here, and then you can actually push it in. But there's a knack to it, and I can't remember the knack to it if I'm honest. Ooh, nearly. Nearly. Not quite. Basically like that, but we need to go more. I think I did it with a very small little Allen key previously. So we go in here. So you see this is like serrated here. So when it goes out, as this chain slackens and gets looser over the years, this just pushes out a bit more, but it can't go back because it's all like serrated. So we do this. Nearly. No, not quite. I think I have to take this off to be able to do it. I can't really remember, because you have to really push that in, and I can't get the purchase on it as it is. All of this lot's got to come off, so let's do that. There's a lot of 8mm bolts basically that apparently weren't tight at all. That's really concerning. So I don't know if you can see now. So that is serrated, and it comes out and then it locks with a little thingy in there that you can't really see. And then when it pushes back, there's actually a hole in this tube thingy here. There's a hole that a pin goes in, and that stops it going out. But it's going to have to be cleaned because there's disgusting oil everywhere. Okay. Well, that oil pump does need to just... It's going to sit it on the sump and let it drain into the sump. That smells like good engine oil actually. Right. Next step. Take the cams off. Oh, we are going to need to get that bloody cylinder head organiser down, aren't we? Right, back with this, because everything is being washed again, and therefore everything needs to be organised again. You've seen this before, but you have to take the cams off to then be able to get the head off. I'm going to leave the verniers on the front of the cams, I think. Don't know about that actually. Oh, they've got an incredible amount of wear considering they've not been used very much. Right, so you go end out, end in, sorry. This should just... Oh, that's really not good there, is it? This cam's fucked. Really don't want to have to fucking buy new cams. But that looks absolutely fucked to me. This does not look great. That should not have a wear mark like that, or that, or that. It should be, well, not even like that. That could be a scrap cam. Also this one. Fucked. Yay. I don't think those pistons are supposed to have those marks on them. They are not. So we have an issue. And I think we found the cause. If I pull the head up here, I know you shouldn't do this. Yeah. We found the cause. Well, found another issue. The valves were pinging into the cylinders, into the pistons, sorry. That is not supposed to happen. That explains why the head bolts were so tight to get out, because they were being forced up. But we've now damaged these pistons. I've got 3 that I can replace. I don't know what to do now. Do I take it over to Knights as is? They're going to charge me £1,000 to rebuild the engine, minimum. Season could be foo bad. whatever happens, I need to spin this over and carry on with this. Somehow I didn't hit record, whatever. We now have the main bearings off, and you can see, if I can get the right colour, look, they should not be that colour. So something's gone wrong with all of the bearings. Right, the engine is disassembled, or dismantled, whatever you want to call it. We have a bearing that is actually stuck on the crankshaft. God knows how I'm going to get that off. It seems to, like, basically there's two bearings here that have fused themselves together. The main bearings had also started wearing. And, oh yeah, well, the crankshaft needs a regrind. So that's £200, or I buy a new crankshaft for £300. The cams that I bought are probably toast. All in all, it's not gone well. So some questions need to be asked now. I don't know what to do. So I'm going to leave this like this for now. It's not great. Not great at all. But the clearances were off on all of the cams. Clearances were off on the mains and the rod bearings because they were too tight. For some reason, the valves were hitting into the pistons. Shouldn't have been doing that. It was all gapped up and everything, and it was absolutely fine. So, yeah, I don't know what to do now. Nicht gut. I need to do some maths, work out how much it's going to cost to get this back to where it should be. That's the crank, the cams, all the stuff I need to rebuild it, and then see if it's going to be cheaper to just buy a new engine that's ready to rock and roll. Because that's where I'm at currently, because that might be cheaper. So, if you've enjoyed this little foray into dismantling an engine again, then like and subscribe. In the next video, we'll probably have a decision, or we'll be working on the camper van. Cheers. See you in the next one. Right, so this is me after the edit and after the engine's been taken to machine shop and everything, and the engine's toast. Suspected oil starvation, which I think may have happened from overfilling the oil. The crankshaft then hit the oil that was in the sump and over the baffle plate, turned it to frothy stuff, which then just didn't get picked up as much by the oil pump and caused all of the damage you've just seen. So we're not going to be racing this year, which is a shame, but it is what it is. We're going to get a new engine at some point this year, and possibly do the same thing again. Don't know yet, but we're not racing this year. It's a shame, but there's a few other things we can do on the car, and we've also got the camper van. So as I've just said, like and subscribe, see what happens. We've got the camper van to carry on converting. I'm literally in the middle of doing it at the moment. That's next week's video. We're putting roof in, I think, and some four-way stretch carpet, battens, and all sorts of bits and bobs. So yeah, disappointing, but like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.